My name is Plez Transou. I'm a senior health and fitness major from Fort Worth, Texas, here at TCU. Everybody talks about feeling the feeling that you're in the right place and everything, and I kind of thought that was a cliche, but it wasn't until I actually stepped foot on campus and took my first tour that I knew that this was the place for me. I was waitlisted originally, and I was really crushed. TCU being my dream school and all, I kind of expected everything to go swimmingly. Obviously, the universe had different plans for me. And I actually had went to a baseball game after taking a tour at another school, just to kind of like, almost like a last minute Hail Mary to maybe meet some people, talk to people either within my department, other students, maybe faculty members, to just kind of see like, what can I do to help myself break out of the wait list. And it did not go well at all, right? Did not run into anybody, did not meet anyone. And I was pretty disappointed, you know, and I felt like I was beginning to come to terms with the fact that TCU might not be in my cards after all. And I'm leaving the baseball game, this is no joke, and I walk into Chancellor Boschini, right? And he didn't know me worth an atom. Introduced myself, you know, hey, Chancellor Boschini, I'm Plez Transou, nice to meet you. And he said, oh, hey, you know, how are you? I haven't seen you around campus before, are you a freshman here? And I had said, well, I would be, right? But I didn't get into school, you know, it doesn't mean TCU's not in my cards still, I might transfer, who knows? And he had said, okay, well, be on the lookout for an email for me, okay? And it wasn't until I got a phone call the next day from an unknown number. Picked up the phone, answered it. He said, hey, this is Victor Boschini. This is Plez, right? And yeah, this is Plez, you know, how are you, whatever. And he had said, you left a really great impression with me. I don't think you need to be going anywhere else. Want you at TCU, want you here, you need to be a frog, and I guess the rest is history. I remember being a kid, like riding the bus with my friends to elementary school, talking about how, you know, I'm gonna go to school here one day. And it wasn't until my senior year when I started taking college tours, just kind of going to other places, that I had realized that everything I had wanted was already in my backyard. The facilities are amazing, the faculty is amazing, the students were super welcoming, and I just kind of realized that I didn't really need to go anywhere else to kind of get what I was looking for. So senior year of high school, played football, that was my thing. First game of the year, tore every ligament in my right knee. ACL, almost every ligament, ACL, MCL, both my meniscus. I was crushed. And so when I'm going through the rehab process, I kind of like the idea of getting athletes back to return to play. And so that kind of like kickstarted my interest in kinesiology. I thought I was going to be a physical therapist, right? I saw the salary and I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do, right? And I took a chemistry class, and I had realized that I was not cut out for that. So I'm trying to think of things within the department that I can still do, because I love to train, I love working with athletes, I love helping people get bigger, faster, stronger. And I was kind of thinking things along the lines of those aspects, like what can I do within this department? And I kind of fell into health and fitness, and that's kind of what started the major change for me. So I tried reaching out to football, and they were having a phenomenal season, and they kind of weren't hiring anybody, I guess. And then I was thinking of another sport that I really enjoyed, basketball. So I reached out to their director of operations, Thomas Monaghill, and I just kind of asked, like, hey, do you guys have any strength internships or training internships? I'd love to just kind of watch what you guys do, how you guys do it. And he introduced me to Coach Gary Christopher, the TCU men's basketball strength coach. And he and I hit it off, and ended up being kind of his undergraduate intern / assistant. And it wasn't until I started working in basketball that I realized that strength and conditioning was something for me. No single day, no single week is gonna be the same. It changes all throughout the year based on like what point of the season you're in. For me, like I'll go to class, come to practice, set up our GPS tracking units, get that set up, and then while the guys are practicing, I'll just kind of like monitor player load and workload and whatnot. And then if we have a lift afterwards, I'll just help set up for the lift and facilitate that, and just kind of be helpful. Working with the team and being in this athletic environment, it's beyond unique. It's been an incredible experience for me. My favorite part is probably the travel and just meeting a ton of new people on the road. I've met so many great coaches, players, fans. I've made incredible connections, and it's just something that you don't get everywhere, and I feel like it's something that you probably wouldn't get to experience at a place that wasn't TCU. I've been fortunate enough to have some incredible mentors at TCU. The professors, the students, the staff, the alumni base, everybody's been super supportive, and I just feel like wherever I go, TCU is going to have my back. One thing that I would tell myself looking back as a freshman coming to TCU is that everything might not work out the way that you expect it to, but it's going to work out regardless. After I graduate, I'm pursuing my master's here in the kinesiology department, specifically with exercise physiology. So hopefully in 5 years, I've graduated, got my master's degree, and hopefully working full-time as a collegiate strength conditioning coach. My experience has been very unique, and throughout this time, I've made incredible connections and met, voice crack. Throughout this time, I've made incredible connections and met incredible people. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I know so many students who have similar stories to mine where, because they're a TCU Horned Frog, they get access to incredible resources and incredible opportunities, and that's something you're only going to get here. Go Frogs.